a memory of your face in that film. Seeing you again now haunts me.
The Menu is the kind of movie that it feels like a guilty pleasure if you liked it. On one hand, there are so many things to like about this movie, like actings, dialogue, some interesting characters, I mean two of them. But on the other hand, the movie takes a few leaps that will make you question, what the hell did I just watch? But at the end, it's a good time. So what happens in this movie, story-wise I mean? A group of people go to a restaurant on an island, not an ordinary restaurant, one of those who rich people go. The chef presents the foods one by one, and in a huge turn of events, it all goes wrong for the guests and all goes right for the chef. My review is not spoilery, but it would be better if you watched the movie first. Let's start things off with the things that I liked about this movie, which is, first of all, the actors. I mean, who can doubt Ralph Fiennes? Of course he was wonderful, a man who is ashamed of other people and hate them for not bothering themselves to think about anything other than themselves, and he has had it, and now it's time for revenge, of course, on his scale. He's not pushing more, he's not pushing less, he's doing what he can. Anya Taylor-Joy plays a person who doesn't belong to the group that she is in, and she keeps on being as normal as any other guy. She is like the audience, and she pulls it off, she's good. Nicholas Hoult played a different role compared to his previous performances, and he really pulled it off, man. It was great. He was a standout for me in this movie, and I'm gonna talk about him later. The second thing that I have to mention that I liked about this movie was the dialogues. Well, by dialogues, I mostly mean the monologues that the chef had when he presented the foods. Every food had a unique story, and I know that Ralph Fiennes acting and being in this movie and his delivery played a huge part in making every single word fun, but at the end, he could keep the tension of the movie. It played a huge part, but the dialogues were really good. One of my favorite characters, as I said, was the one that Nicholas Hoult played. He is the true manifestation of a super toxic fanboy who knows nothing about nothing, and he is just rich. And plus, he easily sacrifices others for his personal gains. His character was a part of the social commentary that the movie pointed out to. Talking about the social commentaries, I mean the characters who presented them, every single other character of this movie, they played quote-unquote types. One of the things that I disliked about this movie, we had a bunch of Wall Street type guys, we had a food critic couple who you just want to punch in the face as soon as they open their mouths. We had a washed up Hollywood actor who's looking for an opportunity to be big again, and we also had a rich old businessman. They didn't have so much to offer to the movie, they mostly were just there, and I really wish they had more depth. But the thing that I disliked the most about this movie was the leaps. And the spoilers begin. The tension was building up little by little, and it was really interesting. And even when they chopped off that guy's fingers, I was still okay with it. But when that chef shot himself in the head, or even that lady pierced a knife into the chef's thigh, or even when they drowned that guy, those were a bit huge for me as far as the lips go. And finally, the last meal with marshmallows and all that was just so weird, and I couldn't see the transition of how these people have changed and they have arrived to this point, and now all of them easily accept their fate. Another issue was Anya Taylor-Joy's character. She was great in her role, but she was supposed to be the main lead. She was supposed to be the sane person of the movie, but she didn't have so much character development. As I said, she was good, she showed the stress and fear, she did a wonderful job in the role, but that's it, there was no character development. The ending of the movie was also smart for this kind of movie, and I have to also talk about the ending. The ending could be a bit controversial. I mean, we could have, controversial is not the right word. It will divide people into two groups, one would hate them, one would love them. As far as this movie goes, to be honest, I loved the ending. It was smart. It did, again, took a leap. But at the end, the ending fit the movie. In final words, I had fun watching The Menu. This movie had one of those weird plots that is not easy to pull off, and it could become easily a satire if the actors or the directors are not careful enough, but they did good. As I said, I have some mixed feelings, you could say, about this movie. I didn't hate it or I didn't love it either. The movie in general felt flat, and I do recommend you guys to watch it. It is a fun time, but don't expect something special. And yeah, that's it. That's my review of the movie The Menu. Tell me, what did you think about this movie? And what's your favorite movie in this genre? I mean, weird plots. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks. Bye.